Good afternoon, YouTube. So I'm working on trying to get some fenders on my Monster Cross bike here. Since we've been having a lot of rain, trails are kind of muddy. As you can see, the tires kick up a lot of mud. I had these fenders. These are from Portland Design Works. Had them for a number of years and just never got around to attaching them to the bike. And I was able to get a flathead screw up through the inside, so I do have to take the tire off to get to the head of that screw. The reason I did that is so that I get maximum mud clearance under there, because I don't want this filling up with mud and then having to stop on a ride and clean it all out. The rest of the fender just clips on here, no problem. I might do a little metal piece to catch that threaded boss right down there at the bottom, and then maybe make a little tab up here, and that way I'd cover up the front mechanism there, keep the dirt out of that. I think that might be a good idea. So back is pretty good. The front I'm still working on a bit. Let's go up and take a look at that. So here's the front fender. It's the same PDW kit. I believe this tab here, mounting tab, is supposed to be up on the front. I've tried mounting it on the back so that I get a little more clearance under here, because it's pretty tight with this 700 by 40 tire. You know, I can just barely get my finger under there, and it gets even tighter under the head tube there. But the one problem with doing that is it kicks off the angle. If you have the wheel turned and your foot in the pedal down there, you pick that up. Not so bad going down, but if you ever back pedal, your toe catches that. Okay, I think that did the trick. I just pulled this metal tab out. It slides in under these plastic tabs there. Underneath, over the top, underneath, over. So anyway, I pulled that metal tab out and gave it about 3 little bends along there. Not very much, but that pulls the fender in pretty darn close to the tire right there. I think that lip sticks out a little bit too far, because there's my shoe. So I think I might cut some of that lip off the bottom there. The metal tab right there dives way down underneath there, so that kind of pushes the plastic down and gets a pretty nice tight fit in there. Yes, this is that metal tab under there. The only thing I had to do to it was file off this sharp edge right here on the end of it, because as you go through these slots, the tab wanted to go underneath these pieces here. So if you put a little bevel on the bottom side, it'll go over, because you need it to go over the bottom slots, and then under the top ones is easy. And then I just took off the very bottom. Okay, there we go. Got the nut on there. What I find helps is if you put a little block, and you can see I've got a little spacer under there to push the fender up all the way so that you get the maximum tire clearance. But yeah, I think that's just about right. We're flush up here at the top end. We got maximum clearance there, and then kind of gets tight under here, but I guess if any mud gets in there, this side won't really jam up too much. Yeah, wow, that's a tight fit, but I think that'll work. About a centimeter clearance there. Yeah, I think that does it. A little bit of fine tuning on that fender, and I think that is success. But yeah, I like those fenders. When I picked them up, they looked like they were real simple mounting. Because normally you have like the little stays that come off of here with the regular fenders. But take off one screw and nut, the front's off, and then for the rear, it's the same thing, just one screw, and the fender is off. Once it dries out in the spring, these come off for probably a good 8-9 months, and then I'll put them back on next winter. I'll see if I can find a link to these fenders on the PDW website. I just really like the simple design. Seemed like they were going to fit, and sure enough they do. I think I've had these fenders for about 6 or 7 years, and I've just never bothered mounting them, but now they're there. Took a few iterations, and I think we're good to go. So anyway, just thought I'd show you what those look like, and if you have any questions, post up in the comment section down below, and I'll put any follow-up videos over here on the left side. And as always, thanks for watching.